Hey y'all, what's up? My name's Dustin and welcome to my channel. I haven't said that in a few videos and I don't know, I'm trying to figure out the whole intro thing. Anyway, today I'm going to be going through my entire eyeshadow collection and getting rid of some. I say some because I'm already looking at them and I can see which ones I probably want to get rid of. Honestly, only might be 5. So we'll see. If you want to see me go through my eyeshadow palette and talk about why I'm getting rid of some, then keep on watching. Starting right off the bat, I know I'm keeping all of my Jeffree Star palettes. Cremated, Morphe, and Jeffree Star. Maybe. I'm going to put this in the maybe. I don't know. I've never used it. I look at it and it's cute. But I don't know. Alien, I'm keeping because it's discontinued. Jawbreaker, I'm keeping because it's a really gorgeous colors. I love rainbow palettes. Original Thirsty, before they canceled it. I love her. Those middle shades are gorgeous, and the blues are beautiful. Not one of my favorite palettes, but one of my favorite Jeffree palettes. Orgy, if you don't know this palette, but you love neutrals, get into it. Look at all those. Just a sneak peek of what we have yet to come. There's a lot. So yeah, get into it if you like neutrals. I recommend that palette so much. We all know why I'm contemplating this palette. I want to keep it because it's a Jeffree. But I'm also thinking, am I going to use it? And ever since I did that one review video on it, I haven't touched it, nor have I wanted to touch it. So, you know what? We'll put it in the maybe section, even though I'm probably going to keep it because it's Jeffree. Blue Blood, love it. Now, this was my first Jeffree purchase. Blood Sugar. Again, it's just so beautiful. These are the purples that I wish Bloodlust had. So speaking of Bloodlust, we're keeping her for the packaging. It is beautiful packaging. And that's it. I think that's the only reason why I bought it. I don't like this palette. I think this color is not needed. There need to be some deeper purples. I hate that. I hate the shot of red. Yeah, was pretty disappointed in the palette, but we're keeping it because it's Jeffree and the packaging is gorgeous. We know how I feel about her. Miss Blood Money. She's adorable. Love her. Hate the clasp with every fiber of my being. But she's such a nice palette. She's so gorgeous. I love her so much. Wow, it is dirty. I literally only use these a few times and they're dirty. How many more Jeffree palettes do we have to go? I have all of them, just letting you know. Androgyny and Beauty Killer. Keeping them because they're Jeffree. Now the mini palettes. In case you don't know, Mini Orgy, Jeffree Star Cosmetics is sending out new Mini Orgy palettes to everyone who bought them on the initial launch. I don't know what's wrong with this. Might be what I said in my video where it's just some shades didn't work, but this is a gorgeous thing. And if I wasn't such a hoarder in makeup, I'd probably use this in Orgy all the time. If you want to see a video of me comparing the original Mini Orgy to the new Mini Orgy, comment down below and I will happily do that, but I'm probably going to do it anyway. So this is staying. Mini Breaker. I did a review on this palette. I think. I don't know. But I used it. It's cute. Good quality. Love the purples once again. Bloodlust. Hello. And then... once again, it's Shane. We don't like him. And I haven't touched it. Literally haven't touched it. But these shades are gorgeous. The green, the blue, that's a shimmer shade. The purple. Okay, you know what? Alright, so since it's right in front of me, we have the Greek Goddess palette from Lunar Beauty. She looks like this. I love her so much. I used her a lot when I first got her. And that blue is gorgeous. I think I'm going to keep it because it's a neutral palette and I love me some neutrals. But I do have other neutral palettes I would rather use. So we have the Moroccan Spice palette from Fenty Beauty. I've used this a few times off camera to see how I like it, and it's okay. Honestly, not one of my favorite palettes. The shimmers aren't that great. Mattes are okay. They come out a little bit more gray than what I think they should be. I'm going to put this in the throwaway pile just for that. I'm probably not going to use it, and I just wasn't a huge fan of how the palette turned out. So that's going to go on my ottoman as my bye-bye palette. Next, we have the Morphe 25L Live in Color palette. This is from their 2019 Pride collection. Once again, a rainbow is a dream. I'm gonna keep it because it's Morphe and it's such a good palette, which is honestly how I expect the rest of this video to go. So speaking of another Pride collection, we have the 2020 Pride collection from Morphe, the 10G Glisten Up, which if you don't remember my video on this, I will go check it out. Like the bottom row are all pressed glitters, the top row are all shimmers, and they're gorgeous. I remember using this and just falling in love. These are so wet, it's gorgeous. Apply better with your fingers, same with these. But like oh my god, it was so good. Yeah, I'm keeping you, but I hate glitter though. So you guys, I don't know if you guys know about this palette. But Anastasia Beverly Hills has a Prism palette. And when I saw this packaging, this came out right when I was first getting into makeup. I fell in love with it, like I had to have it. It looks kind of used. I literally only used it for one look, and I used, no, these two shades on top, the yellow and the black. I used those, but that was probably it. I mean, like, yeah, I guess I used it more. I don't know, but I'm going to get rid of her just because I don't use her and she's pretty old. I mean, Modern Renaissance from Anastasia Beverly Hills as well. Also super old. This was the first palette I ever bought myself. First palette I ever put on my eyes. And I think I'm going to get rid of it too. I don't use it. I don't touch it. I have other palettes I would rather use. When I say get rid of, I mean like they're probably not all going to go in the trash. I'm going to give some to friends if they want them and see if I can donate any in the time of a pandemic. So next up is the original Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe. She has had some use. When I wore makeup out in public for the first time, I used this palette. Created a really simple, neutral look, super cute, but I'm keeping her. She close to my heart. I love her so much. Next, we have the Cash Beauty Secret Treasure palette. You guys know what she looks like. I've used her a few times. This is one of my favorite palettes out at the moment. I just love her so much. She's great. Mattes blend beautifully. The shimmers and glitters are gorgeous. I can't, and it's the only one I still have the sleeve of. Like, I keep it intact. We started this video off with 40 palettes, just letting you know in case you wanted to know. So far I've gotten rid of 3 and one's on the meh side. Alright, so we have this Morphe palette. This is one of those 39 pans. Which one is this? This is an artistry palette. 39S, such a gem. I'm getting rid of it. I am getting rid of it. Like, yeah, I tape the plastic to the top because it's easier for me. But let's see. This shade right here, I hate it with every fiber being. I've never been able to use it, so you just see a bunch of fingerprints because I kept poking it. I've never used the glitter. I look at this when I saw it on the shelf and I was like, yes, I can do so much. Now that I have it, I can't do anything with it. I can't. I have no inspiration when it comes to it. I don't touch it. Every time I look at it, I go, no, not doing that. So we're getting rid of her. Next, did I use this? I think I used this once. I probably used this once and I bought it. So it's the Lemonade palette from Dominique Cosmetics. So we'll talk about both of them. I also have the Latte 2 palette from Dominique Cosmetics. I bought this palette thinking it was Latte 1. Then I got home and I was like, crap, it's Lemonade. So, and I used her once. It looks like that. Honestly, the shades are gorgeous. I think I enjoyed it. I think I've used 3 or 4 shades. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shades. 5. I don't know. But I'm going to get rid of her because I'm not going to use her. She's been sitting in a bag that I had to go find. Latte 2 from Dominique. I'm going to keep her because I love the way this blended out. And the shades are absolutely gorgeous. So keeping her because neutrals. I think I'm probably going to keep almost every neutral palette I can find. Might as well just go through it. I'm keeping the Warrior 2 palette from Jeffree Star because I have yet to use it. And I'm going to keep the Wahala 2 palette from Jeffree Star because I just got it and I'm obsessed. So, fun story. Black Friday happened. This went on sale for like $19 and it's originally $38. So I bought it. When I got this in the mail, it ended up being this. So I emailed them. I was like, hey, I didn't get this palette. I got this one instead. So they were like, show me. So I sent them a picture of this and they were like, okay, so they sent this out. So I got this and they haven't asked for it back. And now I have this. So I have both. So I'm going to keep them because I haven't used it and I know I'm going to like it because this palette was great and I love this palette. I think I'm probably going to get rid of like 2 more palettes because I have a few more palettes. We have Magnifies Jewel Rocks Edition from Rimmel London. I'm going to get rid of her. I used her in a drugstore video, like full face of only drugstore, and like they were okay. I wasn't a huge fan. I don't like the fact that the only mattes are these 3 shades. This mustard, this forest green, and this reddish one. I don't know. I didn't like the fact that those were the only 3 mattes, and there were a ton of shimmers. I'm getting rid of her. Next is Mellow Cosmetics Treasure Chest Palette. One, I'm not a huge fan of the packaging. It's like this rough glitter that's not going to fall off or get on your fingers, but I can feel it. I don't like it. And then the palette isn't bad. The shimmers were okay, but the mattes, I hated. Like, they look brown, they turn out gray. The reason why I had this palette, because this is an Australian brand. The reason why I have this is because back in like April or May, they reached out and gave me a discount code, but I didn't want to start using the discount code until I tried out their products and started promoting them. I hated it. I hated it. So I deleted the discount code because I was like, I'm not doing this. So I'm getting rid of her. Next is the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2. Y'all know how I feel about her. Y'all know. If you don't, watch my like 15 videos about it. I love her. I'm keeping her. I can't get rid of her. It would be a crime if I got rid of her. She's automatically going over there. Next, since we're talking about Jaclyn Hill, the Vault collection. We got Bling Boss, Ring the Alarm, Dark Magic, and Armed and Gorgeous. For if you don't remember what they look like, this is the Armed and Gorgeous. This is probably my second least used. I don't use this a lot. I used to use that as a inner corner highlight and brow bone highlight all the time. This is my least used one, the Dark Magic one. I used it for Temptress a lot. I don't remember why I touched half of these because I've had them for a few years, but probably my most least used. We have my second to most used, probably. I don't know, the Ring the Alarm, because it's like reds and warm, and I love reds and warm, and like they're just gorgeous. I love On Camera, such a gorgeous shade. And then we have Bling Boss, which is the palette I used originally when I posted a look on Instagram for the first time. Follow me on Instagram down below. But I have to keep them because they're close to my heart. They started me out on my makeup journey. I should probably be keeping Modern Renaissance for the same reason, but I'm not. These are gonna go back in the vault. All right, we got 4 palettes left, and I'm keeping each one, just letting you know. We have Morphe 3503 Fierce by Nature. When this came out, oh my Jesus, was I obsessed with it, except for like the green, and the orange glitter. Not a fan of them. I think I used the orange glitter once, hated it. Haven't used the green matte, used the green shimmer once. The look didn't come out good. But if I can find the video, do you want me to recreate the look? Want me to recreate a look from my past? Let me know in the comment section down below. But it's a gorgeous palette. It does stain if you use concealer, but the eye primer didn't stain, I think. I don't know. But like, yeah, like some of the more warmish colors stained, just letting you know that. But it is a gorgeous palette, super pigmented. I remember falling in love with this shade, so I'm keeping her. Next is the ABH Norvina collection. I believe this is volume 3. Yeah, Pro Pigment Palette volume 3. I did a few looks with this. First of all, the mirror is freaking giant, and also like the palette is freaking gorgeous. I love her. The shimmers are beautiful, matte blend beautiful. I do want to get the other 3 Pro Pigment palettes, but that is a lot of money I don't feel like spending right now. The reason why I'm going through all of these is because, one, I just want to use what I have. I'd want to stop spending money on eyeshadow palettes at the moment. I want to use what I have, hit pan maybe, but that also means I have to do a lot of makeup. And then just like buy new ones as they come. So that's that. Last 2 palettes are the Morphe and Lisa Frank palette. I like her. She's another rainbow palette. I got nothing to say. Like, she's a rainbow palette. I like her. She did good. I'm gonna keep her because I love the packaging. Really good quality. Gonna keep her. So, last one is the Morphe and James Charles. The reason why I'm keeping this, even though I don't reach for it because I have so many palettes, is because my sister got it for me. Like, when I think of doing a rainbow look, I do go to this palette first. Full honesty. But when I want to do a neutral look, I don't reach for it at all. She's really great. I do recommend it. For starting out, like if you're starting out in makeup, get it. Get the mini. That's like half the price, I think, and it has a mirror. Get the mini. Yeah, super nice, super great. Love her. One of the original palettes I've owned. Okay, so it wasn't much of a declutter. I only got rid of 7 palettes, and honestly, for all, I think, fairly good reasons. They just didn't work out the way I wanted them to. When I first started makeup, I wanted all of the Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. Use this one pretty regularly. Use this one once or twice. I don't touch them. Haven't touched them in years. Kept it around because they were my first couple palettes ever. But it's time to part with them because I'm not going to use them. I got others I want to use. Better quality probably because they probably reformulated. But yeah, getting rid of these because I just don't touch them. Disappointed in so many ways. Why would I want to keep something I'm never going to use and I don't like using? Bye. Also, like, God, Fenty. I feel bad because it's Fenty and I love Fenty products, like their foundation, setting powder, primer. I love it. Like, if it just worked better, I think I would have kept it. You know how I feel about this one. Not doing it. Never going to use it. Never going to use this as well, even though it's super cute, super bright, super, like, great for summer. I'm not going to touch it. I got other things going on. I got other palettes to use. And here we go. Morphe 39S. Once again, I don't see a lot happening with it. I've used it a few times. I don't know. Don't think I ever used it for a video, but not gonna keep it. Even though, like, most of it's what Bloodlust could be. I'm sorry. I'm keeping Bloodlust for the packaging. But other than that, I'm not a fan of the palette. Unpopular opinion, probably. But, like, Jeffree, it's the worst palette. Sorry. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Maybe I'll update you in my next video on what I do with this. I might keep it. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put in my makeup kit for, like, people. Because I'm not going to use it. But maybe I'll use it on other people. I'm going to do that. That concludes this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to see me use a specific palette to do a look, let me know. Out of all the ones I've offered, they'll all be listed down below anyway. I hope you have a great day, a great week, a great weekend, and a great month. And I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.